The stork is on the way. We'll see how it trickles down. You would be close.
On 3.
You would be safe to bet on 3 in 2022.
Nick Cannon is at it again with yet another baby. At this point, we're pretty sure a law or legislation or something needs to be passed to stop him from having more kids before we're all eventually related to him somehow. But apart from having a merry band of kids, Nick has also been in the news recently because of some rather disturbing things that has us all asking some serious questions. Like, is it true he went out with an Instagram model who now got AIDS? What does this mean for his baby mama? And could his parental arrangements possibly be harming his kids? Stay tuned to find out exactly why Nick Cannon needs to be stopped. Before we get into Nick's problematic parenting style, we first need to talk about his numerous kids and baby mamas. And if you've lost count by now, don't worry, we've got you covered. Nick Cannon currently has 10 children and 6 baby mamas. First up, we have the queen herself, Mariah Carey, who was married to Nick for 6 years, and they welcomed their twins, Monroe and Moroccan, in 2011. Then Nick had a son named Golden with model Brittany Bell in 2017, after dating on and off for some time, and in December 2020, they welcomed their daughter, Powerful Queen. And since Nick Cannon is just the gift that keeps on giving, in August 2022, he confirmed that Brittany is expecting yet another child. Cannon then had another set of twins, Zion and Zillion, with DJ Abby De La Rosa in June 2021, and a year later, in June 2022, it was announced that she is now expecting another. Alyssa Scott and Nick welcomed their son, Zen, in June 2021, but unfortunately he passed away in December due to a tumor. And finally, Cannon and Bree Tiesi had their son, Legendary, this year. Now that we're all caught up on Nick Cannon's many offsprings, it's time to get into his rather problematic family arrangement and why he needs to be stopped. Broken home. We don't know for sure what goes on in the Cannon household, but we do know that all of this certainly can't be healthy for his kids. Nick having kids with so many different women can only lead to a somewhat broken home because he isn't in a full-on relationship with any of them, and his kids not seeing their parents together could lead to some serious trauma for them. Children who suffer through broken homes are more likely to be affected mentally and in some cases experience physical issues. So Nick is really creating an unsafe environment and home for his kids, and something really needs to be done about that. Emotional neglect. Nick Cannon has made some decent strides in his career over the years. Some would even argue that he does quite well for himself, so it's no surprise that he's able to fully take care of his kids financially, but what about emotionally? Because he has so many kids with 6 different women, it is completely impossible for him to dedicate a healthy amount of time and affection to each and every one of them, and this could lead to serious issues. We need to remember that these are real kids with real lives that could possibly be seriously affected by Nick's antics, rather than just sitting around and making jokes about the situation. Emotional neglect can affect kids developmentally and psychologically. It even increases the risk of substance abuse disorders. Unstable baby mama arrangement. We all seem to be forgetting that an arrangement like Nick's only really works when everyone involved behaves in a correct manner. It relies on maturity and objectivity because it could be really damaging for kids to someday read about or watch their mother lose it in the media because of Nick's behavior. Earlier this year, on Father's Day, while Nick's other baby mamas like Bree Tiesi and Abby De La Rosa were posting some Cannon appreciation posts, Brittany Bell, on the other hand, posted something somewhat snarky on social media. She hired singer Y Tyatt for a personal message she posted to her Instagram and captioned it, "I couldn't let this go to waste. To a father who could use some help counting. Happy Father's Day at Nick Cannon." And though this isn't a big deal and there have been no all-out brawls between the baby mamas or one of them and Nick, there's no telling what could happen in the future if this all continues. Health risks. As we've said before, Nick is involved with a lot of women, some of them at the same time, and this is extremely dangerous as he could possibly be contracting and spreading diseases from and to these women. And fans are especially bothered by this because it was recently revealed that a woman named Gena Tew, who Nick was seen leaving a hotel with back in 2015, has AIDS and has had it for at least 10 years. And with the rumors of Nick being a sushi boy, someone who doesn't like to use condoms, people are now suspecting that Nick could have been infected and could have possibly infected his baby mamas. In the alleged video of Gena, she is seen not even being able to walk, and she looks emaciated and sickly, and the doctors say she weighs only 70 pounds now, presenting a bad image. This masked singer host, being for all intents and purposes somewhat absent from his kids' lives, is not helping alleviate the horrible abandonment stereotype of the black father. It doesn't make him look good at all and could continue to damage his reputation going forward. Nick constantly boasts about the love he has for all his kids, but he simply cannot be there for all of them, and some of his kids might end up seeing him as an absentee parent. Monogamy is not healthy. Nick has been known to promote the end of the traditional family and even once said that monogamy is not healthy. This is simply not true because studies and articles have shown that children from polygamous families are more susceptible to life problems and even lower academic achievements than children brought up in monogamous families. It also has a number of negative effects on the wives or women involved. It can unsurprisingly cause competition between the women, which would ultimately hurt the children in the long run. But young men who are fans of Nick Cannon won't bother to do a little research. They'll just take what he says as fact because he's a celeb and he makes it look normal, but in the end, it sets a poor example for young men. Weird public stories. The Wild 'N Out star and his baby mamas are fond of airing out their dirty laundry and broadcasting their weird and unsavory stories all over social media.
This is a unique relationship, but it seems like you are navigating it well.
I think I'm navigating it well because it's just naturally effortless. Like, we just get along so well and everything just flows, and when you have honesty and all of those things, it kind of makes it easy. And I think our communication is so great that if there's something I don't like or something I want to talk about or address, like, he's very easy.
It is clear that Nick sees this whole issue with his baby mamas and numerous kids as one big joke. He even called himself the fertilizer at one point.
Nick Cannon!
We here.
All right, the streets say Nick No Condom Cannon.
That's right.
Is that what they said? The fertilizer.
The fertilizer.
How many kids do you want, Nick?
This kind of behavior will not only traumatize their kids, as they'll eventually grow up and see it online, but it also once again sets a terrible example for young and impressionable people. The gin ad. During Father's Day, June 2022, Nick, along with actor Ryan Reynolds, filmed an ad for Aviation American Gin, and in the video, Nick is seen making a cocktail called the vasectomy, and he jokes, saying, "Lord knows I need one." He makes several other jokes about his situation in the video, and though some people praised him for his ability to laugh at himself, some others were appalled at his behavior and his ability to joke about such a serious issue. Failing career. Nick's failing career is also another cause for worry. Like we said, he's doing okay for himself, but it's still quite possible that he could land himself in serious trouble with child support if he doesn't have proper investments and jobs. His music and acting careers have both been complete failures, and the only thing he has going for him now are his hosting gigs, but those aren't stable sources of income. He is no longer in the spotlight or as popular as he used to be. The only time his name is mentioned in the media is when he is having another child. They are the only thing keeping him relevant. Baby mama behavior. Another problematic thing is why these women would willingly put themselves through this, knowing full well the situation and the kind of man Nick Cannon is. It's very strange that these women are having multiple children for him, despite knowing that he has children with other women. Some people speculate that it could be all about the money, and others think that it could possibly be for the clout and fame, but either way, both options are still very damaging to the kids. And of course, there's the possibility that all these women are genuinely in love with Nick, but we'll let you draw your own conclusions on this one. Anyway, that's it for this video. What do you think about Nick Cannon having so many kids? And what are your thoughts on Nick and his baby mama's family arrangement? Let us know in the comment section down below. And please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.